Bienvenidos a EsperanzaVence. Donde la Esperanza Vence? Welcome to EsperanzaVence, where hope wins. Guess what? It's moon time, people. It's full moon time. Full moon in Taurus. I love a good full moon in Taurus because I'm a natal Taurus moon, and it's a happy spot for the moon to be. The moon feels quite at home in Taurus. And, whoop. Hello. We got jumpers already. Five of Cups reversed and the Fool. Awesome. Five of Cups reversed, like, gives us the option to take things that have given us pain, regret, sorrow, things that we wish we could have done differently or done better, or things that we wish that we could have let go of a little sooner. Maybe we clung a little too much and it got like a little icky. We can take those energies, turn them around, and get off to a nice new start. So even though this is a full moon, we still can get off to some new starts, especially in terms of sometimes in order to take advantage of where the sun is, like this with the sun in Scorpio, you know, it's highlighting the depths. It's highlighting depths of emotion. It's digging things up. It's reaching down into the veins, into the sewage, into the bowels of a situation, and excavating and detoxifying. And then the Taurus moon comes in, getting illuminated, like, okay, so what are we going to do to fill that void? What foods are we going to eat then? What's going to be healthy? What healthy new starts can we embark upon? You know what I'm saying? Because the full moon's going to illuminate the opposite of where the sun is shining, right? And you see the sun shining here for the Fool. The sun is shining in Scorpio, and the moon is getting illuminated in Taurus. So Taurus energies have to do with the bull, the vaka, bovine energy. So that is fertile, that is stable, that is heavy earth, that is nourishing. Bovines give us milk, cheese, beef. We're actually just about to cook up some beef right now, so we're getting into the Taurus vibes right here. I think that Taurus energy is concerned with creature comforts. Definitely, they are not quick to rile, but once you do rile up a Taurus, it might be a slow go to get them the burn to come back down. Like, whereas a Gemini, they're mutable, they're airy, they can get angry real quick and forgive real quick. But like with a Taurus, it might take a little longer time to get things moving, but once things get moving, it might be like a longer time to get them to stop. Like, imagine a stampede, right, out on the range. So since we got our jumpers, let's pray over these cards and do a 10-card Celtic cross reading for the full moon in Taurus. That's coming in right around 14 degrees of Taurus. You can check your chart and see if there's any planets that are going to be touching this moon, if the moon's going to kiss it. Mercury and Mars are over there in Sagittarius opposing Uranus and Gemini, so there could be some tension in terms of fiery communication, watching our mouths. There might be a quickness that we can't retract. So we might want to, again, lean into that Taurus energy and be a little bit slower when we go to speak, a little bit slower when we go to sign things, especially with Mercury just going backwards. We definitely... Mercury and Mars are about 5 degrees apart at the time of this moon, I believe. And you know me, I'm always just reaching into my imagination, trying to remember what a chart looks like. And frankly, I've been doing a lot of vacationing, and I need to really like get back to like looking at a chart every day and just understanding where I'm at in terms of the weather. But I could tell you all about Taurus vibes. The specifics of this moon would be, I'm here for the tarot, you know? The specifics of this moon would be better served with an astrologer such as Robert Phoenix, of course, 11th house astrology. We have our friend Rafi from Night's Light, great astrologer, David Palmer, the Leo King, the master, in my opinion. He, there's a lot of great Rux astrology, Lada from Astrolada, Ksenia Moore. There's just so many wonderful astrologers that will delineate this moon for you and the technicalities. Here, I kind of catch a vibe, like I love astrology. I'm obsessed with it. I learn it and I use it. It's a great tool for my life and for me to read with you and have these discussions together. I do chart readings. I'll cast a chart. Don't count me out. But when I sit with these cards and I talk about the moon, I actually haven't cast a chart. It's not sitting in front of me. I'm more intuiting. This is for me to fine tune my free will and intuition, as well. Like this, we're doing this together. We're strengthening our intuition together. So that's pretty much why you'll see me like look off into the distance or close my eyes and just try to remember what a chart looks like, because I'm using my intuition to guide us. And I hope we all are strengthening our intuition together, or at least our capacity to love and feel into what is. All right. Full moon in Taurus, 5th of November, 2025. This is us, our challenge, the near past, the near future, our conscious awareness, our subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do other people see us, or like maybe what's surrounding us right now? What are our hopes and fears, and what's the likely outcome if we keep doing what we're doing? What kind of path are we going to set ourselves on here after we let go of our regrets? What kind of new path are we going to set out after we bring a culmination to something earthly in our lives, be it our employment, our garden, our friendships, our depending on where Taurus falls in your chart. For example, if it's in your first house, Taurus rising, you might be bringing culminations to a way of looking, or the way that you want to appear in the world. Maybe you're highlighting your wardrobe, or just buying yourself something really nice to adorn yourself. Second house, you might be bringing culminations. You might be cashing out on a purchase, or you might be getting a raise at work, or upgrading the level of food that you bring into your body. Third house, you could be bringing culminations to any types of relationships with siblings, neighbors, cousins. It could have something to do with highlighting something to do with your car. It could be highlighting this moon something to do with the way that you communicate on the day-to-day. Fourth house matters. If Taurus falls in your fourth house, this might be highlighting, things around your home. Like you might really be seeing that magnifying glass, that light, that strobe light, might be flashing in the corners. You might be noticing the cobwebs that need to get swept. You might be coming to a culmination of a lease or selling a property within the next 2 weeks. Fifth house, you might be definitely having the highlighting in your sort of va-va-va-voom nature. You might be feeling more playful, more sexual, more romantic, more flirtatious, more creative. You might want to make some music or even just sing in the shower. Sixth house, if you have Taurus in your sixth house, this could be highlighting something to do with your day-to-day habits. Maybe you're bringing a fullness and culmination to something that you could get rid of. If you're smoking too much, if you're drinking too much, if you're eating the wrong foods, or if you're gaming or online too much, or anything that's like too much, especially in an earthly sense of how it affects your body on the day to day. The sixth house rules over our habits and how do we show up and how do we clock in day out. Seventh house, if Taurus falls in your seventh house, we might be having a highlight or sort of a graduation or a culmination or a closeout in terms of our one-on-one relationships that are really important in our lives, like best friends, roommates, co-workers, like a boss or a client relationship, or it could be an enemy. You know, you could be closing out like a beef with someone too, so that could be pretty cool. If Taurus falls in your eighth house of other people's money, taxes, inheritances, it might be highlighting an area in your life where you could save some money, especially with the Mars and Mercury opposing Uranus. There could be some surprises in terms of money. Maybe there's money coming in from a source that you weren't even expecting, and it could be a very lucky blessing for you, actually. If Taurus falls in your ninth house, you might be reconsidering, or it might be illuminating how you decide to fit into the world spiritually. What do you want to do to help? What makes you feel optimistic? What makes you want to communicate that? And what makes you want to fight for, like with the Mars and the Mercury both in Sagittarius, which is like kind of a ninth house vibe for sure. I mean, I would say that with Taurus in your ninth house and this moon, especially with where we're having those oppositions, like we might be feeling especially vibrant in terms of the way that we want to fight for what we believe is right or for what we believe is ideal. If Taurus falls in your 10th house, this could be, you know, really spotlighting you as the center of attention, whether you want to be or not. Taurus in the 10th house with a full moon could be bringing you a graduation, an upgrade. You could be like employee of the week or something like that, or you could just have something happen at work to where people notice your hard work, and even if you're not in the quote unquote employment field, like out there at a jobby job, people could be noticing you in society and what are your contributions. With Taurus falling in the 11th house, this could be a culmination or a highlighting on your associations. Like, how do you hobnob with people? Like, who are you rubbing elbows with, and like what are some new starts here? And maybe what are some closeouts and culminations? Maybe what are some relationships that are not bringing you vitality or health or wealth or Jupiterian things, blessings? Like if you have some relationships in your life that are dragging you down more than lifting you up, you could be seeing a closeout in some of that energy, whether you initiate it or whether the moon just like brings that vibe. And then if Taurus falls in your 12th house, then that will be the house of sort of solitude and just internal energy. That could be, you know, you might want to watch your immune system. You might want, it could highlight, you know, different types of underground situations going on inside your body that you might want to fortify yourself before the moon. Maybe be sure that you're taking your vitamins on time. Make sure that you're getting your sunshine as needed, because this Taurus full moon could highlight secrets too. It could highlight your spirituality too, just things that are just between you and God. So that Taurus full moon, if it's in your 12th house, it could really highlight those factors in your life. And let's see what the cards have to say about it.